I'm Team Perry, you know what I mean? I like Jake, I like Perry, but I feel like in this fight, the best advice I can give him is
This is the Schmo with the Pro. He's a 5-time UFC world champion. He's the realist. Tyron Woodley in the flesh. Salt Lake City, PFL 5. How we doing?
we doing good. It's been a minute, man. We haven't talked to each other in a while. How you been?
Schmo's been good. You've been traveling the world. You're a hard guy to track down.
Been bouncing around like a dodgeball.
Well, now you're here. You're part of the broadcast team. We got a great second round of this tournament, man. You were talking about what you look forward to the most, but who's the biggest surprise you think on this card that can really turn heads tomorrow evening?
Man, I just think that the fight format itself is a surprise because when you look at the fight format, it's not like a tournament. This is a season. It's like this every time, and it's already the pressure to win. It's already the pressure to go out there and perform at a high level because we want everyone talking about us on Monday. But when you have a tournament structure based on points, some fighters have to finish by a finish just to advance. So it's not only winning is just enough. You have to go out there and do it in a specific fashion or you don't advance. So I like that, and I just really want to see how the fighters deal with the pressure because now it gets real. Everybody said they want to win $1 million. Everybody said they want to advance in the playoffs. But tonight it becomes real and their destinies in their own hands.
You're a former champion. There's a lot of former champions that are competing in this tournament. Do you think that those former champions have an edge? And how do they keep that competitive edge going into this tournament?
You know, you always got to think of yourself as former and future champion because if you don't have that mindset, sometimes you just accept, okay, I can go out there and perform, okay, I can do well, or okay, I just want to win and make a bag. So at the end of the day, the younger fighters that are chasing down the thought and the feeling to have that title initially, you don't want to let that hunger catch you off guard. So I feel like if you mentally say I'm the former and I'm the future, I think that's going to put you in a position where you don't let the young bucks come and dust you off.
The Schmo heard you say the word bag. Speaking of bags, your former opponent, Jake Paul, against a friend. That's now official. Platinum Mike Perry. What do you make of that fight and how it's going to play out?
I love that fight, man. Go get that dough. I love that fight. I love what it's doing for the sport because a lot of these influencers are saying they'll fight everybody. KSI, I'll fight. You won't fight everybody. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul is really showing us that he will fight everybody. He will fight the toughest matchups. Mike Perry has found his lane. He's found the sport that he is built and created for. He is extremely dominant with victories over Luke Rockhold, MVP, Eddie Alvarez, 2 of which was UFC champions. I feel like he's at the prime of his career, and he's meeting Jake, right, in a sport where he still can make it violent even with the gloves on. So the fact that Jake made this fight happen shows us that he recognized, I don't want to wait 5 months. It's not going to have the same type of enthusiasm to wait that long for a Mike Tyson fight. We're still going to watch it, but to give us something in between, and it's a risky fight, just kind of shows that he has a screw loose, but he also knows if he does well, right, his brand's just going to keep going to the top.
Well, you got in the ring with him not once but twice. What's the best advice you got for Platinum Mike Perry, who's going to be dancing with him July, Tampa, Florida?
You know what's funny is Mike Perry was at the first face-off. He was there supporting me. He was all, Team Woodley. So I'm Team Perry, you know what I mean? I like Jake, I like Perry, but I feel like in this fight, the best advice I can give him is be composed and be patient. He knows what it's like to spar Jake. He knows Jake will punch and stick and move. When he fought me, he wasn't trying to walk me down like some of these guys. He was moving around. And I feel like that's the part that Mike Perry has to look out for because he kind of needs to be in hook throwing distance to do damage so he can hit the body, uppercuts, hooks. So if he's that long jab distance, I feel like he needs to learn how to close the gap. And he kind of does a boxing like the Mike Tyson style anyway. That's Mike Perry's style. He mimicked Mike Tyson. So I feel like he's going to also give Mike a little bit of a cheat sheet on if he can close that gap as well.
You're someone who can appreciate the value of a red panty night. If you were Mike Chandler, would you wait out for Conor McGregor? Would you take a different fight?
I mean, at these days and these times, you got to create your own red panty night, not only just from a fight, but also branding outside of the octagon or cage, smart cage, wherever you're competing in. But in Michael Chandler's situation, if he fights anybody else, like we've already seen him fight for a title. I don't know if he's in position to fight another 2 or 3 fights and fight for a title. So what is he really fighting for? He's fighting for brand strength. He's fighting for the ability to make more each time he steps out there. I feel like Conor right now, especially with them already announcing it once, gives him the most chances to do that. I'm not his manager, but if he's doing okay financially, I would maybe wait and see what Conor says about fighting.
There it is. Real shit, real quick. You're always great on the mic. Final message for all the Tyron Woodley fans out there worldwide.
Man, make sure you guys check me out. The Realest International Promotions. We're about to go viral. We're starting in Dubai. We will be in the UK. We will be in the US. So keep an eye out on everything I got going, and definitely check out Real right quick.
And the music game still going strong, my man?
Definitely still going strong. Got a project coming out this year, so I'm pressing myself to release. I got like 40 tracks that I just been sitting on, so I'm going to start releasing music this year. So, yeah, I'm doing all art.
Any teaser bars you can give the fans real quick here? 1 or 2 on the spot?
No teaser bars. It's freestyle. I quit doing that in wrestling.
Okay, well, hey, well said, man.
My man.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo. PFL 5, Salt Lake City. We're out.